Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm just going to show you a little bit about Seint makeup. It's a cream-based makeup, and today I'm just going to show you some of the products that I use on a day-to-day basis in order to just apply my makeup as I normally would every day. So let's get started. The first thing that I always do, so step one, is prep my face for the cream makeup, and this helps keep the makeup on all day. Even if you're out hiking or running or biking or what have you, this will keep it on your face all day. It's called setting spray. It used to be called stay setting spray because that's what it does. It makes it stay on your makeup on your face. And I also apply it with our perfector sponge. This is not your average perfector sponge that you would buy from your local drugstore or Amazon, where you can get them all pretty cheap. This is a little more expensive, but it is made for our cream makeups and it works so much better. So I'm just going to take the top off of my lid here, and I'm going to spray, not at myself, spray on the perfector sponge. I don't like to spray it on my face. You can spray it on your face if you like to, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. Smells really, really good. Does not bother my eyes. I've got it in my eyes before. It just puts on a layer, and I put it down my neck to help keep the makeup on. I put it on my eyelids, everywhere, like so. Seint's brushes all come double-ended. The newer ones that you will find on the site now are more like a chrome color. These are the old mascara brushes, but I've taken care of them. I only clean them with Seint's brush cleaner, and it keeps them great. And I've had these now for almost 4 years, so that's pretty good. And Seint's makeup comes in these. This is one of the biggest, not the biggest compact, but one of the bigger compacts that holds a lot of tins. Each one of our tins are sold separately, and they're magnetic. You just take each one out. You don't have to buy a palette full of colors that you won't use. You buy ones that are specific to you, and this has 3 layers of them. So this is called the Buff Brush. This is my favorite brush for applying my 3D foundation. 3D foundation is, like it says, it's a 3-step procedure. So there's highlight, there's brightening highlight, there's highlight, main highlight, and there's contour. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the big end of my buff brush. I'm going to go into my main highlight, which is this one here. And you don't swipe in, you just tap in. And I'm just going to apply it around where I want it on my face. I use my highlight, main highlight, to cover up any broken capillaries on my face or on my nose. There's a lot, to take away redness in my face. And it also helps cover up any dark spots on your face. But it's a thin layer, so you don't need a lot of it. These tins will last you a long time, like months, depending on how often you apply it, of course, and how thick you apply it. When you first start, a lot of people tend to put too much on. So there's my main highlight, and I did more than I normally would. I'm just trying to show you all the areas that it goes. That's that. Now next I like to do my brightening highlight. My brightening highlight is this one here. That was my main. This is my brightening. And you get color matched for your colors, so you know exactly which colors are for you, as opposed to going to the grocery store or purchasing something online. It's scary, so you need to know that you have the right color for your skin tone. So now I'm going to put on my brightening highlight, and I like to put that right there and up here. I don't like to put it underneath like a lot of it, lay it underneath my eyes. I just like to blend it underneath my eyes. If you have any wrinkles in there, you don't want it to set in there or anything like that. And I always, whatever's left over on my brush, I use on my eyelid. And I'm just going to tap in here again, do the same thing over here. Just put one there and one there. This does just exactly what it says it does. It brightens. So I just want to brighten up around the under eyes, my under eyes here. Put it on my eyelid again, and then I just swipe whatever's left over on my brush across my forehead, like so. And sometimes I'll put a little bit on my nose, on the top of my lip, and your T-zone. I don't always do that, depends on the time of year. Sometimes I don't even use my brightening highlight. In the summertime I don't need to because I'm tanned. So there is two parts of the 3D foundation. Main highlight, brightening highlight. Next I'm going to grab a different brush, although I don't have to, I should mention this. You can apply all of your makeup with one brush. Our brushes are quality brushes and they have very dense bristles. And they're very easy to clean, but only recommend cleaning these with our brush cleaner. I would not put these under water at all. So next I'm going to move on to my contour. My personal favorite brush for contour is the detail brush. It's shaped to go right where I want it to go because you want it to go. You want to find your cheekbone and you want to put it right underneath your cheekbone. So again, in color matching, I have a lot of contours, but that's only because I'm an artist, but this is my one, as you can see, the one I use the most. That one I can use as well. So I'm just going to, this one you have to dig a little harder into the makeup than you do your main highlight because it's not as soft as your main highlight and your brightening highlights are. So I gotta dig in there a little bit more and pull my hair back and find the top of your cheekbone and just go underneath of it along the cheekbone towards your mouth. Depending on the shape of your face, there are different ways, but for my face shape and most people's face shape, this is the way that you do it. This just slims your face down and defines that people look at the center of your face. So there's that. And then I just grab a little bit more on my brush and put it, you notice I left this area up on my hairline with no makeup on. This is where I put my contour. So it pulls all of the direction to your face, to the middle of your face. And then whatever's left on my brush, I like to go around my jawline. Pull that down a bit, down my neck. And I flip my brush over because, like I say, all of our brushes are double-ended. Grab the little tiny end on here and I squeeze it together. And then I go into my contour and I do a little nose contour on each side. Like that. You can also put it underneath your lip if you'd like a pouty lip. There is my contour. And today I'm just showing you all of the different brushes that I use on a day-to-day basis. You do not need all these brushes. I just love all these brushes and I find that I have specific uses for the different brushes, but I started off with one brush. I started off with a detail brush that I use with my contour, and I use both my highlight and my contour and my lip and cheek and everything with that brush. So that is fine. So, but today, what I do every day is I like my 3D brush to blend all of my highlight and my contour kind of together, so there's not, you know, it just blends in instead of looking like it's separately on your face. And I just easily go over my contour on my nose. I go around here. And this is also really good for, like, if you make a mistake or something you want to clean up. You don't have to take your makeup off, you just blend it in, because that's a great thing about cream makeups is they're very forgiving. There, I just blended. You notice I didn't blend my contour, but I'll do that soon. I just don't do that yet. I'm just blending my highlight that I put on, main and brightening, and around some parts of my contour, my nose contour, my forehead contour, and my neck contour. But my cheek. Another brush that is a favorite from a lot of ladies is this brush right here. It's a blush and bronzer brush. It has a really fluffy end here and a big denser end here. It's great for putting on blush, which is why it's called blush and bronzer, but it's also great for putting on highlight. It's great for blending all of your highlight and your contour together. This here is a really popular brush. So today I'm going to go in with the denser end, and I'm going to pick this color right here for my lip and cheek. And we call our lip and cheek just that because it's blush, and you can also use it on your lips. You can use it as cover up. It's very versatile. So I'm just going to tap in to my lip and cheek. This color is called Frenchie. I really like the orangey, brown, earth tone lip and cheeks. I like the pink ones too, but I always gravitate towards these ones the most. I really like Frenchie. Goes good with my skin tone. So I did that with the dents in. Now I'm just gonna flip this over. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that contour that I put on and my lip and cheek, and I'm gonna blend the two together. That's how I do that. Because I find if I use the other brush that I just used to blend my contour and my highlight together, the 3D brush, that I tend to blend, I push too hard or something happens anyway, and the contour comes off. I blend it right out, and I don't want to blend it out. I want it there. So there, as you can see, there, the two are blended. And sometimes I'll just go across my face. It's also good for bronzer. If you wanted to put a little bronzer on the high points of your face where the sun naturally kisses your skin, it's great for bronzer too. Another one of my favorite brushes is called the Multitasker. It's double-ended as well as all the other ones. It has an end here that is great for, this side is great for lips. This side is great for doing detail like your eyebrows, or even if you wanted to do your nose contour, lining your lips, it'd be good for that. I personally am not a person that likes lipstick on, so I don't generally put a lot of lip and cheek on my lips. It depends what I'm doing, but on a day-to-day basis, you will mainly see me wearing our lip conditioner, which is like lip balm. And it's one of the best lip balms. We have in different flavors. This is cherry, this is vanilla, and we also have peppermint. So I'm gonna use this lip side of my brush, and I'm just gonna put, as you can see, I use it a lot. The vanilla, I love vanilla. And I just put that on my lips. It keeps my lips really good and moisturized. Great for this time of year. Great for any time of year. There, that's that. Now I'm going to attempt, as you can see I'm a little closer to the camera, I'm going to attempt to use the lining side for my eyebrows. And for my eyebrow color, I just use a eyeshadow, actually, is what I use. It's similar to my brow color. I just fill in the parts that need to be filled in. Like so. I don't know how good this looks because I wear progressive glasses, and trying to do this on my phone is tasking. Now my last and final brush that I use on a day-to-day basis is my eyeshadow brush. It's got a fluffy end on here, and it's got a more bullet end here. It's great. This is great for washing the color out. So here are some of my most go-to eyeshadow colors that as you can see, I use this pink one here a lot. I need to order some more of that. That is called Paris. My favorite pink. So I'm gonna go into that first with the fluffy end of my brush, and I'm just going to windshield wash that over my eyelid. Get a little closer here to my phone. And I have hooded eyelids, which a lot of ladies do. So the best thing to do, I do it like I close my eye and then I do it with my eye open, so that when my eye is open, you can actually see that I am wearing eyeshadow. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'll start with my eye closed. And then I will open up my eye. Remember to open up my eye. There. So there's Paris. I'm going to use the same fluffy end of my brush, and I'm going to go into this color here, which is called, I believe it's cranberry. Yeah. There's a couple other colors that are similar to this, so that's why I was wondering. So I just, you can see there's an empty dot in there because I just tap in there, and then I do the outside corner of my eyelid, like so. And I might have to tap in here a couple times because I don't want to get too much at once, but this is buildable. Same with your makeup. If you feel like you need more, it's buildable. If you feel like you need to blend it in and take it off, you can do that too. So this is how I like to do it. I like to, and then I wash it across. There, just make sure I have some more. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And wash that across with my eye open. This may not be perfect, like I say, because I'm working on my phone. But, and then just wash that. Then what I like to do is I flip my brush over to my bullet inside. I go into that same color I just went into on the corners of my eyelid. I tap into that and I go underneath my eye. And I have to open up my mouth to do this, sorry. There. Now, about 10 chances out of 20, there's way too much there and I need to clean that up. That's fine. I just put this brush away. Actually, I'm done with this brush anyway. Okay, I'm back with my buff brush again, and as you noted, when I put on my highlight, I used the big end of this brush. Now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to clean up underneath my eye with this brush. And sometimes, if I don't feel like there's enough, I will grab my brightening highlight again, because sometimes I'll wipe it off, and I just dab into it for a minute, and I just put a little extra light underneath my eye here. Or if you feel like you get your lip and cheek up too high, it's good to clean that around there too. There. That's that. One part of my eyelid that I did not put any makeup on, and that is right in here. So I'm going to use my handy dandy finger, and I'm going to go into what we call our illuminators. I'd show you, but this is a mess right now, but it's this one here. It's this pink one. And I'm just going to go in like that, get it on my finger. I'm going to put that on the inner corners of my eyelid. You can use the illuminators to brighten up your face. You can use them on your lips to make a little bit of sparkle on your lips, and you can also use them as eyeshadow. I absolutely love them as all of those things. There. Yeah. And then I'm just going to put on some mascara and some eyeliner on my top of my eyelid there. So as you can see, I put my mascara on, I put a little bit of eyeliner on, and there. You just don't look like you're really wearing a lot of makeup, you're just refining your face. But the last step I do, remember the first step I had was I had my setting spray and my perfector sponge. I end with that as well. This is in case you get too much makeup on your face and you want to take a little bit off. And it also gives you an inner glow. So I do the same thing as I did before. I just make sure that your perfector sponge has been, when you first get your perfector sponge, it's going to be dry, right? And then you run it under some water, squeeze all the water out, and put it in with a towel, rinse it out again, and then you're good to go. I'm just going to spray this. And I'm just going to bounce it. Before I wiped it on my face, now I'm just bouncing it. And then I also drag it down my neck a bit. There. Perfect. And then I just wash it out again, rinse it, put it in, I have a little egg holder that I hold it in because, well, it looks like an egg, so why not? But yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like, hit that like button below and subscribe.